everyone, this is Zelda and you are watching Zelda Sews. Today is something new for me. I am participating in a challenge that was started by Martika J. Makes, and the name of it is called Let's Sew Blue for Type 1 and Type 2 2023. And the purpose of this is I'm going to read here because I want to make sure I get it right, is to bring awareness to so many who are dealing with this disease. And she wrote, including herself. And she does have a link on her channel, and I'll put it in the description box to hear her story. I'm just going to share a little bit with you about mine, but today, as I do that, I'm going to be showing you how to make this little zipper pouch using this beautiful blue Christmas tree fabric. So this is just extra fabric. This is not the actual bag size. So I'm going to kind of put myself down in the corner and just share a little bit about what I'm doing, and then I will pop in with my zipper pouch. But people who are dealing with diabetes, I'm going to just go through a little bit of information from the diabetes website. The 5 most surprising facts about diabetes. Diabetes is the leading cause of blindness worldwide. Adults with diabetes are twice as likely to die from heart disease or stroke. Millions of Americans have type 1 diabetes. That's when your pancreas just does not function, or very minimal, where it doesn't work. And many early symptoms of diabetes are too mild to notice, and half of those with diabetes are undiagnosed. Just to share with you a little bit about my background, I am a retired registered nurse with a PhD. I'm Dr. Pierce. And at the time, my husband started presenting with symptoms, I did not catch up on them because he was working and it was very hot, and I didn't notice him being thirsty and dry skin, itchy. Just sometimes he just come in, I am just starving. Well, these are some symptoms of diabetes: excessive thirst, extreme hunger, weakness, fatigue, pins and needles, blurry vision, itchy skin, slow healing wounds. Now, he didn't have any slow healing wounds, but he had many of the other symptoms. And when he was diagnosed 22 years ago, our world changed. We had to learn how to eat differently. And I say we because I was involved in the process too. He had to go through this change, and as his wife, I didn't want him going through it alone. So I was trying to help him to understand the different foods that you can have, can't have, what's going to shoot your blood sugar up, what's going to make it stabilize, what foods you're sensitive to that are sometimes not associated with raising your blood sugar. We had to go through all of that. We had to change his entire way of eating. And it was difficult to deal with at first because it was new. We were able to get in with a diabetic educator who shared with us different ways of doing things. And for my master's degree, I ended up doing a study kind of related to eating portion controls, and I created this little portion control plate. And it was out there, but I just did it. That was focusing on my patient population. Didn't know those were out there. And I did order some because visually seeing what you can eat is better than saying what you can't eat. So that was challenging because I can't have rice, I can't have potatoes, I can't have soda. I mean, he would just drink plain soda and shoot his blood sugar up. Well, he is very stable now, and he still struggles sometimes with what he can eat if it's new or if it's different. He's pretty stable as far as he likes his meat, potato, corn, just sweet potato. Yes, and those are some starches, but he is able to eat them moderately. Eat the serving size versus piling on a big gigantic plate of like, oh, liver and onions. I love liver. The liver and onions fine. It's just the potatoes and the gravy that you pour all over it that kind of shoots your blood sugar up. So you'll find out, hopefully, if this is something that you have experienced or you know of someone that's experiencing it, have them reach out to their doctor, because I am a doctor, but I am not a doctor here telling you what to do. And just lead them to getting help. And if you want more information, there's plenty of websites that you can go to. I think even the CDC has information on diabetes. So I hope this helps, and let's get back to the sewing. Hi everyone. So what I have here, I have my continuous roll tape, and I actually put this on without any issues. I am so thankful. I do have a video on how I did that, but the way I did it this time was much easier. I cut the teeth, let me see. I cut the teeth out on one side here. I put the zipper pull on this side, and then put this other zipper pull in and used the two ends that I had enough room to hold that, held it, and then pulled the zipper on, and it worked. So just wanted to show you that. For this project, you can use any length. I'm just making my attempt at a small zipper pouch. What I'm going to do, I love this tree. I have two pieces here. So you need two outer pieces and two lining pieces. I'm using this waterproof canvas feel, and this is the canvas side, so these are the right sides. I'll put the right sides up for now. Okay. I have instructions, so I'm going to see if it comes out right. Oh, also that your 2-inch by 3-inch rectangle that you're going to use as your zipper tabs. I also use these rulers to cut, so I'm going to go ahead and put that away. And I'm going to bring my mat over so you can see what I'm doing. Fold in half. Take this watch off. Right sides out, pretty sides out, press. Okay, and then you're going to take the edge, fold it in, give it a good press. Take the other edge, fold it in. I'm going to actually just go ahead and fold these down. Give it a good press. And then what you do, take this and split it in half so that you have your zipper tab. Right here. Bend it in half. I have half inches and centimeters down on the bottom here. It's right there. Okay, we'll put these to the side. Okay, I'm going to put this, since this is 10 inches long, this has to be 9 inches long. So I'm going to go from 5 to 14. Just going to put a little piece of tape here, kind of hold it together. I can take my little over here, move my zipper out of the way. Make sure you don't pull it all the way off if you're using this type of continuous tape. Okay. Now you can put this away. Now I'm going to take the zipper tabs that I made and I'm going to put it over the end. You can use a clip to hold this. Make sure it's covered on both sides, or you can use a pen. I have enough grip that I can use clips. Take this and pull the zipper down. Make sure it's closed. Make sure it's even. It is a little not even. There's a couple of teeth on here. That makes this uneven. All right, no. Okay. Now take that where it's closed. Put your ends in there. Clip it. And then sew this tab right across the bottom. I decided to bring you with me. I have not changed over to my zipper foot yet. I'm still using my regular J-foot. So I'm going to take one of these clips off. Make sure it is covered back there. Take the other clip off. And you don't have to back stitch at this point because it's going to be clipped. All right, I'm number 3 here. My stitch length is 2.5. And I like, when I start something like this, I like to make sure my fabric is going to be caught. There we go. And I'm just gonna slowly go across. If you have metal teeth, you need to do this manually. And then stitch off. Make sure it's caught on the back. Now the other side. Okay. Just trim it. Back to the table. All right, I am back. I have my zipper pull. I have my fabric. I do have directional fabric, so I have to make sure that I know which way it's going. So this is the top of the bag. What I'm going to do is take my zipper and I'm going to turn it to the right side together. But what I'm going to use is basting tape. It worked very well for me before, so I'm just going to use that. Let me just measure this out. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, make sure that's on there. I'm going to peel off this side, and then I am going to put it down here. I do want to make sure I have a 1/2 inch on each side. So before you, before you put that down permanently, okay, that's a 1/2 inch. And that's a 1/2 inch. Okay. So press that down right along the top edge. Okay. All right. Then you're going to take your lining. And this one, this is the right side. So the right side goes down here. And I'm going to do that strip again on top of here so that it will hold. And then when we are done, it will, you'll see it. Okay. Okay. I'm going to clip this in place and then take it back over to the sewing machine. All right, we are here at the sewing machine. I have my zipper foot on. The position that I have it is positioned, is clipped on the left side, so the right side is free. I'm going to take my sandwich fabric. I'm going to put it underneath the presser foot. I'm going to make sure it can reach as close as it can. You can see it's kind of lined up right here. You can see that. Take a look at that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and back stitch. Now I will, actually not yet, but I will back stitch here. Go ahead and sew from the beginning. And make sure your needle will clear, and I know mine will clear. I'm gonna slow my sewing machine down. I didn't, I sped it up yesterday doing a project. Okay, now coming close to where my zipper pull is, I'm going to raise my lever, my thing up. I'm going to pass my zipper by it. Now, if you can't, you can always raise your needle up and do it that way. But I usually have no problems with passing it. Put it back down and finish sewing to the end. Okay. Okay, this is all done, and now you're going to do the same thing on this side. So flip this back. Now what we're going to do is do the same thing on this side. So the pretty side is up to the right side of the zipper. And you would line that up. I'm just checking this to make sure. And then you use the right side of the lining all the way to the end. I'm just doing a quick pin. Actually, no, I don't want to use a pin on this. I'm just double checking myself because this is kind of the first time I've done a bag like this. So when it opens out, this is the right, let me see, it's the right side. And these will be the, yeah, okay. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. All right. Make sure I leave that like that. My wonder tape. Okay, I'm back to the sewing machine and I'm getting ready to stitch this down. All right, here it is all out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to press this side here, and then from the heat with that, I'm going to take this and use my roller to roll this side because, well, this side is the canvasy. This is I'm not sure if I can iron that. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and press that, and then I'm going to top stitch. I'm going to go right along this seam here, where I stitched on the tab, all the way down to the other tab, all the way up, and that'll be it for that. I am using my zipper foot to do this. So I'm going to put this down. Okay. That's what it looks like. Okay, so I grabbed one of my labels and it's a 3/8 inch seam allowance all the way around. So I took my ruler and I marked, that's about 3/8 right there. So I came down a little bit because I want my whole label to be seen. And you only pin this, I'm pinning this, to the outer layer, not the back layer. Okay, so now what we're going to do is put our seams together on the outer fabric and the lining. So you're going to take this, put it together, that tab that goes toward the lining. You want to line up the edges, clip it, Okay, and do the same thing for the lining, except, oh, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but make sure you open your zipper. You're going to leave an opening so that you can pull this lining through. Because this is firmer fabric, I'm going to make sure I leave at least 4 inches. So I'm going to open this. And for me, a reminder that I need to stop, I usually put 2 clips right next to one another. Oops, didn't grab that one. So that's good. I'm going to double clip here. Double clip here. That's going to be my opening. Maybe a little bit more. Okay.
A big thank you to Jan Howell, who made a zipper pouch video with tabs. She gave great instructions, and the next tip that I'm going to talk about came from her. Thank you so much, Jan, for making an excellent video. Bye.
Okay, Jan's tip says to open out the seam allowance and press it. So both of these, your tab, it goes toward the lining, but let's open out the seam allowance like she said. This is firmer fabric. But we got to do that to get it even. Okay, I tried it over here, but this is going to melt. So I just rolled it with the roller on this side, and I'm just trying to make sure I don't have any puckers. See, it looks like I have extra. I really don't. I do, maybe. Okay, that's good. Okay, now I'm going to go over to the sewing machine. I'm going to sew all the way around, and I'll be back. I'm going to use my regular foot. Okay, I switched back to my zipper foot because in Jan's video, she still used her zipper foot to keep her 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. So I switched back. I'm going to try to do the same. Okay, I had a little tough time over here, but that's okay. Now, I want to box my corners. Had to stop for coffee. Okay, serge these ends. Now it's time to pull it through. And then I'm going to stitch this close. I'll be right back. And here it is. Square bottom. It'll sit on you can sit on the table a little bit. It's just a little small pouch, but it's for Tony to put his insulin in. My tabs came out beautiful. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and God bless you. Read your Bible. Bye.